Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your host Sleepy Celestial. Now guys, let's get right back into this. So guys, welcome back. Now for March 29th, I wanted to say yet again, happy 1 year anniversary to Cowboy Carter, which is Beyonce's most cohesive and yet most challenging album to date. It is a body of work that needs to be studied in years to come, and the cohesiveness of this project, which creates arguments, but also it solves so many questions that we're bottling in when it comes to the state of the world. Is Lemonade 2.0, literally. So we're going to talk about the tour. So the tour will be happening this month. So we are kicking off the Cowboy Carter tour, which is going to be in Los Angeles. I think it's at the SoFi Stadium. She's doing 5 nights each in each city. So welcome to the Beyonce Cowboy Carter Act 2. Yeah. So guys, this is going to be an experience. I think that what Beyonce has in store for her fans is going to be worth it. Now, for the start of the ticket price, when she announced it before the Grammys, the prices were crazy. Now, prior to that, she was supposed to announce something on January 14, but due to the wildfires, she couldn't really do that, and she had to shift her mind into the humanitarian that she is. Now, prior to the fires being contained in the LA fires, she thought it was profitable and respectful to announce the Cowboy Carter tour. Now, the first thing I realized about the Cowboy Carter experience, now when she dropped that little teaser of her holding the flag and swinging it, covering a certain parts of the teaser trailer, I knew this was going to be a tour. I have made so many different videos. I even made connections between the Super Bowl performance of Beyonce and Kendrick. I feel as if it's like a continuation of Cowboy Carter, and you never know. I've been having this weird theory that Beyonce, Kendrick, and especially Lady Gaga, they may pop up in her tours, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. Now, this video is going to be a 3-part. So we're going to have the part with the tour. We're going to talk about more about that. And then we're going to connect that to the other bigger parts of what I'm going to be discussing to you guys. So when Beyonce announced this tour, it was just, it was not out of thin air, because everybody was waiting and anticipating what January 14 was going to be. And January 14 came and went, and now we are here, almost ready to announce or reveal what the tour is going to be like. Now, compared to Renaissance, how she, gave us different costumes based on the Balmain collection, the 16 design from Balmain, she went out her way and described this is the Cowboy Carter Rodeo Chitlin Circuit tour, which this album, the reason why I love this album, and I can't believe I'm saying this album, I put it ahead of Renaissance because, and I'll explain my reason further on, but after doing the Beyonce Bowl and smashing it like it's like a regular Super Bowl, Beyonce went on ahead and released more information by showing up to the Grammys, winning, and then announcing the tour before the Grammys. And then we got to see how the stage is going to look like. Now, the stage is going to play a larger part into the description of what I have for the next couple of videos. The stage itself reminds me of a horse's hoof, due to the fact that Renaissance was almost like a disco ball, and Renee, the horse, was at the centerpiece of the entire tour. Renee also made an avatar appearance, which was the giant horse that was appearing at the gate of the Renaissance Quorum. Looking at the rendering for this tour, I have so many expectations of what she's going to be making it. So we might think this is gonna be like a rundown rodeo show, but I think it's gonna still have Renaissance inspired, with the chrome plate stage and the American flag playing in the background. The color of this tour is a mixture of brown, white, gold, and black, and a lot of silver. And even though she didn't hint at it yet, but even the clothes that she wear for the Cowboy Carter Super Bowl, Beyonce Bowl, it reminds me of what Elvis wore. And there's a bigger connection that I'm going to also make about that as well. But like I said, I remember I mentioned this in my previous videos, that Beyonce's Renaissance had a special book that was released, you know, especially for her VIP fans. And inside of that book, it was a creation of making the tour. And then she talked about different iterations of the tour. Now, what glints to my eyes is that this stage was in the book, and the hoedown, the hoof stage that I kept referencing was also in the book. So indicating Beyonce has a team of engineers or architects and designers that have around her that kept her in mind that the stage are paying references to the symbols that we've been seeing. Also, the hoedown, the hoof, the horse's hoof stage, which I might see it for Act 3. It could be something else. And she referenced a mechanical bull. Maybe the last act may not be a horse. The last act may be a bull, which will be interesting. Another connection I want to make as well, which I will continue that in the other video, is that, remember, Beyonce did Telephone with Lady Gaga, and guess who released a basically this year, guess who released their 7th studio album? Lady Gaga, and it's titled Mayhem. And I think that this may be a connection to Telephone as well. I'll explain that even further. This was 15 years since they released Telephone. Now we're getting ready for part 2. This is going to be interesting because it feels as if the Sasha Fierce era will be back into rock. And what's the best person to have alongside with you than Lady Gaga, which she is very raucous when it comes to her tone, her demeanor when she performs. Also, someone that comes in mind for the rock thing would definitely be Stevie Nicks. Now, a lot of people don't know Stevie Nicks and Beyonce have some history. With Bootylicious, some of the soundtrack of Bootylicious actually connects to Age of 17 by Stevie Nicks. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys for the next video, which will be a continuation of this. See you guys soon, and please subscribe for more videos as we hit 1K. Bye bye.